Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know today's look is very wild and big and full, but I want to try a new look or a new technique with some inexpensive hair from the beauty supply store. So I am going to be doing some water styling on a kinky straight textured hair. Now this hair is a synthetic blend. So basically what that means is it's not human hair, so you have to use hot tools at a certain temperature, but I wanted to try to water style this and create some voluminous curls, and that is what I'm going to show you guys in this video. So if you guys have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can do that by clicking the little link right here, and you will be subscribed to all of my videos. I do upload each Sunday, and you will see all of those uploads. But without further ado, we're going to jump right into this hair tutorial. So all of the hair details will be listed in the description box. This is a 4-piece kit from my local beauty supply store. And this was very inexpensive. I believe I paid under $20 for this kit. And as you can see, the hair is very full. So we're going to start off by creating a upart unit. So I'm going to take my longest bundle, which was the 18-inch. And I'm going to start to add this to the back of my dome cap. Now I am using a spandex cap. And when I start my first weft, I do not sew on the bottom of the cap. It's just a personal preference. I just prefer to start to sew on the elastic band when I get a little closer to my hairline. So I'm just going to go in a U-shaped motion going from ear to ear, and my wefts are double, and I am going to be doing the fold over method because this hair is inexpensive and I wasn't sure if it would shed, so I just decided not to cut the wefts until necessary. Now to help me make my units a little bit faster, I'll either like to take a hair clip or a T-pin. I'll just like to put the weft into place, and that way I can just use both my hands and just make sewing very easy and very fast. Now in the event you have not seen any videos showing you how to create a upart unit, again all I'm doing is I'm taking each weft and I'm going from ear to ear, and then when I get to the top of the ear I'm going to sew it down, and I'm going to flip that hair over and continue to go to the opposite side without cutting any tracks. Now we're getting to the end of our first bundle, and I am going to show you how thick the first bundle of hair is, and we still have 3 more to sew on. And again, I did double the wefts as I sewed them onto my dome cap. Now just as a guide, I like to take the first bundle of hair and I don't sew that onto the elastic band, but the other 3 bundles I'm going to sew onto that band. I'm going to go again from ear to ear, but I'm just going to start right at the top of the elastic band and sew on top, and we're going to still go in that U-shaped motion. Now as we're getting closer to the top of the head, I'm going to show you how I like to measure out how much hair I'm going to leave out for my upart units. So I'm using my comb as a guide, and I'm going to take a white eyeliner, and this is going to tell me where I'm going to stop and start my wefts. And I also like to use this as a guide. So if I'm sewing and I know that I'm really close to touching those white dots and I have a lot of hair left, then I'm going to start to add my tracks a little bit closer together. If I don't have enough hair, I'm going to space them out so that by the time I get to the end of the unit, I don't run out of hair. So I'm going to continue to sew my tracks the same way I've been doing from ear to ear, and I'm going to get to this point. So now again, I'm still going in that U-shaped motion, but I just want to give you guys a tip. When you're doing your final track or weft, please make sure that your stitching is very clean and close together, because if you don't, by the time you go to cut off the excess dome spandex cap, you're going to cut some of the thread and then your whole unit is going to fall apart. I've seen it happen plenty of times. It's actually happened to me. So take your time at this point, because for me, this is the most important step. So I wanted to show you guys the wig once it was completed with the hair just straight. I do actually really like the texture straight, but again, I wanted to try the water styling technique. And this would be a really good option if you guys are looking for inexpensive clip-ins. You can definitely use this hair. But we're going to go on to our water styling. I'm going to be using flexi rods for this video. And I decided to do 2 sizes again because I wanted to test it out. And I actually prefer the purple. The tighter the better. So if I ever decide to do this technique again, I would definitely be using smaller flexi rods. So I'm just going to wrap the hair around. Now because I'm not using any end wraps, I'm just going to make sure that I tuck the ends underneath. And I'm going to continue this all over the head, and then we're going to dip this in boiling hot water. So I'm just going to remove the wig, set it in a bowl, and I'm going to pour steaming hot water on it, and I'm going to let it air dry. So this is the wig. She's finally dry. So I'm going to take off the excess dome cap underneath using scissors. And I left out about 1 inch of my natural hair to cover up the wefts, and we're going to apply. Now you can do this by adding wig clips or combs to your upart. But for today's tutorial, I decided I was just going to sew it down. So I'm going to complete this step on both sides, and then I'm going to take my leave out of my braid, apply a little bit of hair oil, and then I'm just going to section off my hair to make sure that none of my wefts are showing on either side of my upart. So I'm also going to use my flat iron. I'm going to actually put it on the lowest setting, which I think was like 310. And I'm just going to remove a little bit of that wave. I do have to curl the ends to make sure that it matches the curls on my upart unit. And I'm going to remove the rollers. Now that the rollers are out, I'm just going to bend my ends just a little bit. I still have it on the 310 setting. I don't want my flat iron to be hot at all. I just want to bend the ends a little bit. I could have rolled it up, but I had my hair in the protective style, so I did have to flat iron it to get this look. So once the hair is flat ironed, I'm just going to take my hands and lightly fluff the curls out. And I'm just going to do a lot of finger styling. I don't want to manipulate this wig too much, and I don't want the hair to get too frizzy. So you can add oil. I actually recommend you add oil to this hair because it was a little dry, but it was still very soft. And as you can see, it matches my natural texture very well. And the great thing about this wig was it came in different lengths, so I didn't have to do any cutting. It had natural layers to it. And this hair was very soft and it was easy to work with. But like I said, I recommend using smaller rollers. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this technique. Again, I call it the water technique. I'm not sure exactly what everybody else is calling it, but I just say water styling because this is the only way that you can get this hair to do any other style except straight. So let me know what your thoughts are on this hair tutorial. As always, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so already, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you guys want to see how I created this makeup look, you can click the box right on your screen and you'll be directed right to this makeup tutorial.